Hello everyone, welcome to SimCityExchangeTrader. My name is Bjorn and we have today another session on the ES. It was not the best session I had. I feel I got a little bit wrecked in the market. And yeah, okay, so we're gonna go over it, and I'm not so proud to post this session, but it belongs to one of the sessions, and that's it. Trading, day trading, it's with ups and downs, and this isn't really a down. It was still a profitable session, but not a session like how it has to be, like the books, as they say. So first things first, checking the news today. We have no big news on a Tuesday today. Tomorrow we have big news around 8 o'clock in the evening, Western Europe time. Then I'm taking the 60-minute candlestick chart to mark some key points and have a look how the market already went for the day. I'm also having a check on the RSI, the MACD, and the cumulative delta in the meanwhile on all the time frames. After the marking of the important key points of the day, we're going to start with actual trading on the volumetric chart. It was a strong bearish market. I've marked some absorption levels as an area of interest. My first trade that I made, it already started wrong there. I jumped in too quickly. Before I even realized it, I saw imbalances showing up, strong bearish activity, and I jumped in too late, through which I was not really able to put my SL or have my SL and TP where I wanted to have them. So I closed it quite quickly. I'm also showing the account I'm trading on at the moment, the Sim account, which is in a profit of 51,994 with a little bit of realized PNL already, but it's gonna change very quickly because I went into the minus 500-600 today and it was a little bit going through hell. I'm back to the heavens, to be honest. So yeah, now I'm seeing again strong bearish activity. So I was able honestly to leave also the previous trade open. That one was closed. So strong cumulative delta, strong delta formation. There was strong bearish buying or selling going on, and I decided to jump in with 2 contracts, which was a very bad move since I was also too late by jumping into that one and I got stopped out very quickly. I then decided to go long because the price was trading in the outer band of the VWAP, which is a zone where price a lot of times gets pushed back into the VWAP's average price. Since it already touched the outer band and price made a big drop during the day in the belief that price was gonna go back up. So from there, then I decided to go long here, and I'm also drawing a zone of where a lot of contracts are being traded, or a lot of volume is being traded. And it ends up with me being stopped out here again. So that's 2 in a row. My entries. As you can see, it's a strong bearish market still. There's a strong cumulative delta going on, a strong delta, strong bearish selling activity, but still I was waiting for price to go back up and jump on that train. So here we see a bit of bullish activity going on. Because of the formation of the positive delta and the positive cumulative delta, I decided to jump in. Also on this volumetric candle, the bulls started to take over. It was not the best decision, and I almost got stopped out. I then started to become a little bit reckless and jumped in with another 2 contracts because I was convinced this was the switch of the bulls taking over and price was gonna get pushed up, which it also did. And I decided to jump in with another 2 contracts. Of which the TP got hit quite easily. I put ESLs right under the zone where a lot of contracts were being handled, and I put the TPs right on the resting limit sell orders and in the zone of, or in another zone where a lot of volume was being handled, but I got stopped out again by a switch of the market and the bears taking over. I was still believing that the bulls were in their takeover of the market or in the market and were able to push the price back up. And with the positive delta and the positive cumulative delta, I decided to jump in with 2 contracts after seeing the imbalance form, but I got stopped out from that one also pretty quickly. So yeah, I was a bit nervous to say the least here, because as you can see, there is strong delta formation, there is strong cumulative delta formation. There are many strong bullish volumetric candles. Thinking it was not my day-to-day, and I was just taking the wrong entries. Point. Reality is what you believe what it is eventually, and I knew I was able to get back out of the beep that I ended up in. So I kept sticking around. Eventually, I like to trade like 1 hour, 1 hour, 50 minutes, because my analysis is 10 to 15 minutes, and then I like to trade 1 hour. So I shook the frustration of me and I just kept on going. As you can see, that price more or less stayed the same, even with a positive delta and a positive cumulative delta showing up, it made me realize that the bulls were just not that strong. It was a matter of the bears just again pushing the price down big time. I've entered a couple more times long where I nevertheless still got some ETMs, but got stopped out with pullbacks. And after the last one, there's something appeared that made me see or gave a big red flag that the bulls game was over of trying to push the price up, which were the two big absorptions appearing in a volume handled zone with an imbalance showing up right under it, where I decided to jump in with 2 contracts going short, where I also again jumped in with 2 extra contracts going short, since the bears were just taking over that volumetric candle, of which the ETM, of which the take profit was hit very easily. And eventually I jumped in one more time with 2 extra contracts, where I followed the price quite closely with an SL. Price was just falling down, where I entered again with a couple of contracts, and I closed on a big limit buy order, where it was eventually enough for me for the day. Closing off the day with 623 euros with a lot of fees today, and we are now on 52,529 euros. So that makes us 500 euro off the 3K target. This was really an intense session. Even I've ended up in profit. I'm not very proud of my entries and my exits. That was it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed the session and had some use of it. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comment or send me an email, of which you can find the address in the description. If you like the content, please subscribe, press the bell. I see you in another session.